This is war! Ravens are going down!
All right, we're taking on the Ravens. We got a video coming up tomorrow, right?
Woo!
This is war. This man's a warrior right here. Steel Studio, baby.
Let's go!
All right. Hey, this is Rick Mooney. I'm with the Steel Studio. These are my Thursday thoughts on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I do every Thursday. Man, we got Kenny Pickett, a picture of him on that intro. I still love Kenny Pickett, but man, this is what we expected all along. This is what we were hyped up in the preseason about. You know, we signed Siamalu. We had George Pickens coming into his second year. Najee and Muth in their third year. Deontay was back. Everything was going to be firing on all cylinders. Austin was back, and that's what you saw last Saturday with Mason Rudolph, of all people. Mason played very well. Mason made first, second, third reads, hit the guys that were all open, and I suspect they've always been open, but Kenny's just developing. Kenny's young. Maybe Kenny doesn't have it. Maybe he does. Kenny's a great game manager. But we saw a different side of Mason Rudolph. And if he can play like that, which I'm not counting on him being able to continue to play like that, then we found our guy. But I'm not ready to say that, of course, because I know how this goes in this league. A few games, usually teams figure out, but he's been around a while. He's been around, but he will have some adversity, and we'll see how he gets through it. And he's going to probably be the starter. I think a really good chance. I don't think Kenny's completely healed anyway. Why put him out there with a bum ankle when you got this guy playing this well? And it's a shame. It's a damn shame that we're not playing those two home games now, the Arizona and New England, because if Mason was playing like that, they would have had no chance against us. And defensively, you know, we made the adjustments. Eric Rill, a veteran. Peterson at safety. Wow. And we have another safety for next year. You know, we may not have to draft one as high as I thought because we got our guy to go with Minka. Peterson. We'll draft a corner. I'm excited about this defense next year. I'm excited about this offense next year. I worry about the quarterback position, of course, but at least we have hope and it's playing a little better. And we'll see what happens, man. Very exciting. Very exciting. But this is exactly what we expected. You know, all the criticism the Steelers have took and Coach Tomlin and the coaches. And the one question I have, I wasn't in on the no Steeler way anymore and all that BS because I know that's BS. It's just people talking. It's easy to kick a dog when he's down. And you saw last week, the Steeler way was definitely still there. We still play physical, tough football, run the ball, throw people around. That was Renegade. That was Steeler football last week. That's what we want to see. You're not always going to get the splash plays. I know that. And when you don't, you run them over. And we could do that if we continue to do this. But the question I have about the coaches is, how did you not see this? How did you not see Mason was better than Mitch? How did you put a Mitch too risky out there? I like Mitch as a person, but man, he was terrible last year and he was terrible this year. And the guy's supposed to be in his sixth year and he's worse than Kenny. I don't understand it. I don't think he'll be back now. And thank goodness. And we can move on from him. And hopefully we'll be able to keep Mason at least as a backup. But, you know, if he continues to play like this, people are going to be wanting to pay him. And we'll have to make that decision. Do we pay him? Or do we keep Kenny, go with Kenny? It's going to be interesting. It's going to be so much to talk about, so much fun. But we're not out of it yet. Things could still go our way. We could still make the playoffs. But damn it, we put ourselves in this crappy position where we have to count on other people. And we have to win in Seattle. That's not going to be easy. But I will say, we haven't won in Seattle since 1983. It's time to squash that. You know, I think it was 1968 the last time the Cardinals won in Pittsburgh, and they won in Pittsburgh. So we've had some things records that we had for a long time that were broken. And we're going to break this one. We're going to win in Seattle this time because they're not that good. The last three games, they've given up 5.3 yards per carry. We should be able to run on this team. I know they got Devin Bush and Artie Burns, and our former players have killed us this year, but I don't see these two killing us. They're starting because of injuries, and they're not very good. You know, Juju even killed us. He hasn't played a damn down since. It pisses me off, but we let it happen. We allowed it to happen. We cannot allow it to happen this time. Hopefully Mink will be back, but he may not. And if we just roll with what we had last week, I think we'll be okay. They're going to score some points. They have a really good offense, but their offensive line is trash. We should be able to get to the quarterback, but I thought that in Indy too. So I'm nervous about it. I got a bad feeling. I'm just nervous, and I expect bad luck things to happen. It's been that way for us this year. But if we play like we did last week, we have no problem. We'll beat them. We'll score 30 points and we'll beat them easily. So that's where we're at. Very excited about the future. Hope to God we get in the dance, because if we get in the dance and get a little healthier, and Miles Jack, good Lord, he played great. We need that guy back. He's a Steeler. But if we could keep him healthy, keep him learning, keep Eric Rowe around, get in the playoffs with Peterson and these guys, and we could win a game or two, or maybe more. Honest to goodness, it would be great. So hopefully next Thursday when we're talking, we have a shot to be in the playoffs. We have a chance to make a difference, and we're still in it. We're not out of it. Even if we lose, we're not out of it mathematically. But man, I just feel like we're right there. And if we could just, this team is pulling together at the right time. If we can win these last 3 games and get hot now rolling in the playoffs, this is when you want to do it. We just put ourselves, we lost one more game than we needed to. But I think these things will take care of themselves. We just went out. I think we're in, and that's what we need to do. But hey, very excited. Love it. George Pickens. Wow. People want to trade and cut George Pickens. They're fools. That guy is a stud. Of course they want us to trade him so they can take him from us. He's a stud. I think we're fine, and I think we're only going to get better. I'm very excited about this team. Hey, follow me on Facebook group. This week's True Steeler of the Week is Myron Cope. Especially since it was the anniversary of the terrible towel. I wanted to honor Myron again. So he's our True Steeler of the Week, and hopefully that terrible towel will help us. You know, ever since Jacksonville danced on our terrible towel, they've lost 4 in a row and gone down the tubes. You don't do that. They dissed our terrible towel. So look what happened to them. They've gone down the tubes. So anyway, it always is, the karma of the terrible towel is amazing, and it always bites you. So that's what we love, Myron. We love it. And check out the group, though. It's pretty cool. We do a lot of Steeler posts, try to be positive, but we do let people voice their opinion, but not retard opinions. We get rid of them, stupid opinions. We're on YouTube as well. Please like and subscribe. We're growing like crazy, and I appreciate the support. Give me your thoughts. Is this what you expected? This is what I expected. Go Steelers.